This is Adventure on Purpose, the podcast where we relate adventure to real life and real life to adventure. I'm one of your hosts, Kel, the happy camper. Also on the mic is Mike, the burly bow hunter, Dani, the adventurous goal crusher, and Lee, the crusty craftsman. Tune in to help us remember our why, and maybe you can rekindle yours too.
How's the truck working?
Beautiful.
Good. Yeah. Really good.
Better than ever.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I bet not many other participants fixed a truck in the 4-hour gap.
Yeah. But, yeah.
In between number 11 and number 12. Probably.
Yeah. How you guys holding up?
I'm sick.
Really? You did get sick. I jinxed it.
Oh no, you
It's
did
totally
the spot. I really
Yeah,
should.
to bring it together. No. I think it was the time I wore shorts and no hat.
Oh.
And it wasn't like that cold, but it wasn't warm though.
Enough to.
That's what I'm gonna
No.
put
What
down.
time of day was that?
It was one of the day runs when it was like 45 out. First day.
That's so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Will you explain the race to peeps?
Let me do the honor. So, we are recording. Good. The 4x4x48 is what we did this past weekend, and what that is running 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. And boy, was that fun.
Was it a challenge?
And we all met down here in Morris, which was awesome. The whole AOP crew was doing it.
Even Abby and Millie.
Mm-hmm.
Even the little tygs.
Well,
They did half. They did 24 miles.
that's impressive.
Is that what Abby did
Yeah.
too, the pup?
Yep. Actually, no, because I left her for that final one.
Oh,
So she did 20.
yeah, but still.
20.
That's a truck.
Yeah.
Or her.
So, and now we're what? 3 days post recovered? 3 or 4?
Yes.
4 is the magic number.
Yes.
That's that one.
And how are you guys doing? How's the body feeling?
I woke up Monday, past my alarm. It was like I had a meeting at 7, and I woke up at like 6:40. Straight panicked, like I thought I was gonna be late, but I wasn't. And my right knee, really hurt. Other than that, it's like my toes. I got a few blisters, but they're great now. And I was just so tired. Like felt like a whole different tired all Monday. It wasn't like it was a whole body tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I did anything Monday. I mean, like I didn't stretch, foam. Yes, I did. I stretched and foam rolled a little bit, but that was like, ouch. Yeah.
But no CrossFit.
No, nothing like that. How are you feeling? Sicker than a dog.
Yeah. That's what is up with me. I've got a cold, but my body feels pretty good. Like my knees actually don't hurt now, but I thought for sure I'd be hurting way worse, like my body. But my knee, middle of the night after the last run, really hurt. Both knees actually. And so I shuffled over to the fridge and pulled out me some bag of strawberries, put on my knees. Woke up feeling great.
Nice.
Strawberries did the trick.
Strawberries.
Made a smoothie.
That's why you got the cold.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that'd be a funny trick.
That would be.
What about you?
Yeah, mine was like a overall kind of tired, the whole body, Monday and Tuesday. But Dani said while we were there, when she asked the question, when were we going to work out next? And she said Tuesday, so I did it.
Got stuck in his head.
It got stuck in my head.
Then I asked if he went for a run. I was like, did you do 4 miles?
How far did you go?
It had to been at least 4. I know, but
And you felt good?
I didn't take it. Yeah. I mean, it was about the same as the last run, I think. It felt like
Yeah, a little achy.
a little achy everywhere, sore everywhere. But yeah, I think it kind of loosened things up, so that was nice.
It always does, those shakeout runs.
Yeah.
Everyone always makes fun of me because I said, let's do a shake, or I always say, let's do a shakeout run or a shakeout workout. But it's a true thing.
Yeah.
It does shake you out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gets you back in the game.
Both mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Also, I like had something ingrained in my head where I was just like, I have to I have to do it.
You can't not.
I have to do something. After that, every 4 hours for that long, I just kept wanting to keep going.
It's like you feel like you're being a little lazy.
Yeah.
What about you, Cal?
I woke up and was in the whole body soreness, but I think my top half was more sore than my bottom half, which is funny to think about, but my legs are used to going like that. But when I like push my whole body for that long,
Different.
you know, my upper half isn't used to like doing this for 48 hours with the running arm motion.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think I was like tensing my like, you know, head, neck, back. So that was more sore for me. But I've been taking it easy all week, stretching, doing exercises, so I can feel good for the next several months of running.
You feeling like running a lot more, Kel? After that?
Yeah. I got my new shoes in the mail yesterday.
Yeah.
Do they fit?
And yes, but the box was destroyed.
That was funny.
Like flat. I was like, are these shoes gonna be okay? And they were fine, but I think just in shipping, the box got totally messed up.
Yeah, it was mutilated. Like there was a bag around it. There was a bag around the box, like a REI bag. So it looked nice, but then when you open that up, the shoe box is just.
And then beautiful shoes inside.
Yeah, the shoes look amazing.
Funny.
The shoes were already worn in for her, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you gotta break it in.
I know. Now I gotta start running again. Yes, I think that was the start of my 100-miler before next kid self.
Yeah. That's
Just keep running.
100-miler.
So
That's pretty simple, right?
So So we signed up for races last night.
You did?
We're starting the season.
Yeah.
Yes. Which ones?
Lee's got a couple mountain bike races,
Yeah.
which also there's a mountain bike race, I think the same day that you guys are running in Zion.
Oh, no way.
There's a mountain bike race in Virgin, Utah, which I was like, maybe you should do that. But anyways, then we're both doing 100K in Duluth here in October.
That's the one.
That's
Yes.
the biggie.
100K,
I
so
think-
that's 60 something.
Yeah.
62.
I was like, we were gonna do a 50 miler, but I was like, we already know we can do a 50 miler. We gotta like, if I'm
What
gonna
is
get
it?
to 100.
Run trails or road?
I think it's the Superior Hiking Trail, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You start in Bayfront and then run all the way over by Ely's Peak somewhere, right?
Yeah, and then go back.
And then run back.
Oh. Yes, October. Little second year anniversary. A
Yeah.
third. Wait, second or third?
Fact.
Yeah.
Second.
Second.
But
Yay.
to prep for that, I want to do like a summer longer one too,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Nice.
Yes.
That really did kick it off.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're like, we might as well just keep hurting.
Yeah.
Dang. What day in October is that?
October 16th,
It's Saturday.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
So if you guys want to come, crew, cheer, do
Yeah,
like
well,
half of it.
There's actually a half as well that day. Or half marathon.
Yeah, it's like there's two other ones.
Oh, there's two other ones. So
Oh,
A nice fall run for you.
beautiful run along the Superior Hiking Trail.
That is a nice little trail right there. Ely's Peak.
I could do a half marathon.
I'm not doing it.
Easy. Any day. You could wake up any day and do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, what do you guys think the
Anyways,
biggest challenge was of the 4x4x48?
mine for sure was the eyeball tiredness and the discipline of just getting up in the middle of the night after you maybe took a tiny little sleep and getting out there. That was tough.
That was tough.
I don't think I've ever run that much in the night
No,
either.
I haven't.
I'm tired just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like
Well, how many miles did we run in complete darkness?
24.
Half
Yeah.
of it.
Actually, half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We basically ran a marathon in the dark.
yes.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to see stars a little bit once in a while,
Yeah, I saw a shooting star. That was nice.
and it was so jacked up.
Yeah, it was. I
Did you
think.
make a wish?
Yeah. I think I wish that
Was
I made
it-
it through the race, and I did. So.
I was just gonna say, was it that the race was over?
Yeah. But I think the biggest challenge also was getting up in the middle of the night, but also like eating, which has never been a challenge for me. But like, all I wanted to do was sleep, but I felt like you need to eat something.
Yeah.
And we did not eat that great.
Mm-mm. Not really.
Toast and
I
noodles.
think if we were to do it again, we would probably do a better job of preparing
Yes.
food.
But like, it's kind of weird too, because you gotta find foods that you think your body will handle at the time.
Yes.
And I feel like that kind of
Yeah.
changes throughout the race. Like
And you
sometimes
just don't want to eat.
right
in the
Yeah,
night.
You're really not hungry,
No.
Yeah.
which is really weird. But the day, I think it was in the evening, in one of the evening ones, I like just slammed a bunch of food at night, and I felt good for the next run. I don't know if it had anything to do with food, but I felt really good for the next one after I slammed a ton of food and then went to bed.
Nice. Mine wasn't necessarily the getting up. I think because you guys all were, I had the you guys all getting up in my head, and like I had that race mentality a little bit, and I always get excited to get up for races. So I think it was more so the lungs for me, honestly, because I hadn't been running that much lately. So after a while, and I could feel my endurance more so struggling, but the legs and stuff had enough time to recover, so that was good.
Do you still feel sore in that aspect?
No, I think that there's something about when you aren't as fit lungs wise, I think it adjusts a lot quicker than your legs, because like, you know, when I did my run on Tuesday, it was 4 or 5 miles. I felt fine, really good actually, the lungs day. So because it was maybe the third run where I started to feel that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate.
Well,
Yeah.
that's when you guys went faster too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We did. My cruise.
You're cruising.
So what are your guys' strategies or like tips, or how do you get through when you enter that deep grind pain cave? What does your brain do? Or what's your like coping
mechanism?
That's a good one. Cause like right when you like start running, like halfway through the 48, like your whole body is just like aching to get going. And so you're like pushing through the first mile of just achy breaky heart. And,
oh, we should have sang that.
that's a good one. Sing a little tune as you get going.
Nice. Yes.
I think we did that quite a bit. So
I feel like we sing a lot of random songs.
Just distracting your mind from your body a little bit is really helpful.
Yeah.
I tried to like look at the stars when it was dark and like the clouds when it was daytime, and just like, oh, look at that squirrel, and like look around instead of just straight ahead at the path the whole time.
Nice.
And then we played some games, which was nice for me, like would you rather, or what are you grateful for, like just what Mikey said, get your mind away from what you're actually think about
things. The trick is to be able to do that if you're ever by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like how do you, it's fun when you're with a crew, but I guess if you're with strangers though, that could be even more fun.
Probably,
like at like a big race.
Yeah.
Just like randomly ask someone.
You're running next to someone. Would you rather?
If somebody did that to me, I'd love it. You guys should do that at your 50K.
Yeah, we should.
That'd be
But
awesome.
think of a solid one that anyone would love to hear.
All right. So I've been thinking, would you rather? Who are you?
And they would probably love
They'd
it.
probably answer.
Because
Not
if
even
you
question.
sign up for a race like that, you gotta be kind of like,
A little kooky.
Oh,
yeah, kooky, but also like trying to talk to people, and
Yeah.
You gotta be willing to roll with whatever. Yeah. I think what I do. Oh, go ahead.
Nothing. It wasn't really a good thought.
I was gonna say, I think what I always do is I section it off. My brain sections it off. So like I'm not thinking about 48 miles or like the next 4 hours, I think about 4 miles. That's it. That's all we're doing. We just have to finish 4 miles. Boom. Or like if I'm doing a long race on a trail, like first thing is 20-mile loop. Boom. Finish 20-mile loop. We're done. In my head,
Yeah.
but we're not. But my head says that we are. If I can get through that, I can get through the next one.
Nice. I did the same thing, but with split in half. So like you hit the 2-mile mark, you already know you're halfway. And then you like feel really good that you're halfway, and then every step over that is over halfway.
Yeah.
It's less than 2 miles back.
Easy.
And,
you can do 2 miles any day.
Yeah. You can muster through that.
Nice.
The like how to like just force yourself to even like stretch afterwards too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that made life a little easier too.
I think what I was saying about sectioning it off too, if we stretched after each one in my brain, because I always stretch after I run, in my brain that was like polishing off a run. So it's like that one was done. You stretched after you ran. You're done. What are you? What about you? What does your head do?
I get entertained by just how the body is reacting the whole time, pretty much. And then just getting within my own thoughts, honestly.
And that the body can, in fact, do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I go like to the how my foot's landing on the ground to how other people's feet are landing on the ground to and then to I don't know, thoughts on life to yeah, I really go all over the place. So I don't mind kind of just wandering off in my own head.
Nice. I actually used it all the runs to like focus on like changing my foot position or whatever. Because that the second run we were talking about, like, because my knee has been hurting me so bad. I've been trying to do some different exercises to like strengthen the muscles around the knee. And Lee was like, well, do you run on your toes? I said, well, yeah, I do. He's like, well, try to like run from heel to toe. So like for like 8 runs, like I was like, okay, I can do it. Heel to toe, heel to toe. I think it actually helped. Like I didn't put so much strain on just the front of the foot, on the knee.
So heel to toe, did David actually ask about that one or bring up that one?
Or maybe he did or something. I don't know.
Well, because I really like the midfoot strike. Like I'm huge on like the midfoot because when you think about like these are your toes and then your heel, when you think about your midfoot hitting, and everything kind of slowly hits each time.
Yeah, because that would be the opposite then if you hit heel. Because you're putting all the strain there versus on your toe. Exactly.
And you think about where your body is when your heel hits, that jolt, if you're hitting the heel, it's jolting up straight up your spine. So, and it's also putting on a mini brake. Like there's a little mini brake there if you are reaching and hitting that heel first. Whereas if you're hitting on that mid foot, you're almost coming back and then landing directly. Your body's landing directly over that, and it's kind of like more of like a I don't know, this motion instead of boom boom. You know.
Interesting.
But that's tough to train though.
Very tough. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I always naturally came up on my toes. Because I always think like I don't want any resistance there to stop me from going forward. Kind of like the brake idea.
Yeah.
But I doubt that I was actually hitting my heels because I feel like I would have been in more pain probably, like you're saying. But like I actually was able to, like, after a few runs, I didn't have to think about it anymore, and I was no longer on my toes.
Nice.
So there was a few runs I was preoccupied thinking about that.
So what's helped me figure that out is I was saying this, actually I remember this or maybe that was Eddie, maybe shoot it's just to think about being as light as you possibly can on your feet, so you're almost like letting that foot slowly just barely land. I don't even know how to explain it. Like when I taught myself how to do it, it was when I started ultra running. And I focused on it brought like quicker cadence as well, but just being as quiet and as light as I could on my feet, which you would think tiptoes would be really quiet, but you don't often run into people who do the tiptoe running. So I'm not sure how you could kind of think about the midfoot then more so.
Well, and it makes a lot of sense too that my knee would hurt a lot, just because like when you land on your toe, you have nothing to stabilize sideways either. So like your hip and your knees and your joints and your ankles, like you're landing on actually maybe one or two toes, not the front of your foot. So like you're only teetering on. Wow, we went off a tangent here.
Oh, yeah.
Running form is
running form. Yeah,
that's key. It's key.
Makes your body able to do 48 miles.
Yes.
Right?
We tried to teach me that, but when we were training for our 50, and it's hard. Like I felt like the runs where I was trying to do it, I had to go so slow because I was thinking so hard. But then maybe if I just wasn't thinking so hard, it would have been easier.
And it was hard for me too, because I think it was like slightly different muscle group or something. Uh-oh, I froze in time.
Yeah.
So like I think I was actually sore from that, just trying to use the different muscles, but which was
Probably
needed.
But gives your other muscles a break.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Was it you, Lee, that said, man, we miss a lot of the day when we sleep? Like,
yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, this definitely makes you realize how much you can actually get done if you if you were to, I don't know, not sleep as much.
Yeah.
But like there were, like we ran by me and Kel the second night ran by Kate and Tony's house. You guys have listened to Kate and Tony before, you listeners. We ran by their house and we ran by it twice, but there was another run in between there that we did too. So we ran 3 times during the night, and then the 2 times that we ran their lights were off. So it was like, yeah, it made me think about that. Like they're sleeping a normal night, but it's crazy. We did like 3 runs in that amount of time.
There they are, laying in the darkness. But also, after this event, we left Dani and Mike's house at 3 a.m. to get back to our house, and we did a long road trip. By the time Monday morning started, and I'm like, look at, like, we've already did like a full day.
Yeah, you're at the point where you're just starting your day when you get there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah.
It's so interesting. Yeah. It's a great, like this, if he does this multiple times a year, it's a great way to, if you are someone who gets off track easily, it's a great way to recalibrate and get back into your motivation for running or for even just life. Like
Yeah.
Like if you are feeling demotivated, it's definitely a great way to do it. I will say that like it's a great way as well because that in between time is a good amount of time to like recover, rest and recover. Like a lot of us felt like our muscles had a good recovery in between, while we were going there.
I think it's the perfect amount of time in order to be able to keep doing it. Like if it were any shorter, people might opt out more. Any longer, you might opt out because that's too long.
Yeah.
It was like the prime amount of time.
Because we had talked about it, like it's kind of set up like somebody could keep doing that for a long time.
Forever.
Like, you do 4 miles every 4 hours. Be really good at running 4 miles.
Yeah, holy moly.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's a good way. If you're thinking about doing it, anyone listening.
And I feel like it was
Definitely is a good
nice,
reset.
like you couldn't almost do anything else during the weekend. Like you were totally focused on this challenge. You weren't thinking about what else should I be doing. It was just like, what should I eat for the next run?
Yeah.
I think that was nice for us.
Yes.
Which is kind of nice.
Scattered brain, what should we do? Just run.
Forget about everything else
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yes.
Just worry about your food and your stretching and your running. It all comes together.
But a tip though is if you do think that you're gonna get a lot done during the weekend still in those 4-hour breaks, think again because you probably won't.
Oh,
Or like if you think
plan to have a babysitter or
yeah, like if you think you're gonna go to work in between, probably don't.
Yeah, we were about to rip walls down in our house.
we had
Yeah.
Didn't do any of them.
we did do some painting and that was it.
Fix the truck.
Graffiti.
Yeah,
fix the truck. Yeah. But I think the reason ours was kind of well, I don't know. We had our daughter with as well. So we had to kind of trade off for the listeners here. We had to kind of trade off during the nighttime. Because one group would watch Millie while the other group went. And it kind of threw it for a loop because you're not running exactly at that 4 hours. So then you don't have the same amount of time to rest each time if you're switching or flip-flopping your watching Millie times. Which the second night when we kind of did the same, that was a little better because that made the rest time somewhat consistent. Yeah.
But then the other side of that is, listeners, if you're making excuses because you do have kids, saying that you can't do it, you can.
Yeah.
You just have to get creative.
You gotta get
Think or don't think that way.
Yes.
And she came with on half the runs, 24 miles.
Yeah. Or get a stroller.
Yeah.
A kid could even go through the night if you really need to.
Yeah, but it was interesting. During the day we had it. It was somewhat synced up to when she does normally take naps. Which
Yeah, that was
nice.
crazy. David Goggins, did you do that?
Just for the kids. Yeah, so she would take a nap for each time while we were running. So that was kind of nice.
But I was thinking, is 45 minutes even like that long of a nap for her?
It's a decent amount, but
yeah, usually during the day they're like an hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
So she was doing like power naps.
Power naps. And then she was ready to roll when we got back.
Yeah. Oh man.
You were right,
But we
Cal.
did it.
When you
What's
said
that?
you don't stay sore very long, like you forget about how sore you were.
It's kind of sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
I like to be like reminded longer that you did something tough.
Because like yesterday, I don't think I was even sore at all, really. Which was
That's another thing to think about always doing a hard thing like this, is that it's so temporary. Like you're gonna just turn around quick. So if you're hurting or like want to quit because something hurts, just remember that it won't hurt in 24 hours.
Yeah.
For real though, that's amazing.
Yeah.
We haven't run over 50 miles yet though, so
Yeah, so maybe we'll see what we say after that.
I'm glad we did it. Like the timing for the weather was about as perfect as you could get for this.
Yes.
Minnesota, 'cause,
Oh yeah, now we got snow again.
now we have snow.
Wouldn't be as fun trudging through the ice and the snow for that long. That's another element to mentally block out.
Yeah, that's another element.
we
for
had about the
sure.
best weather of the year.
Oh, that's nice. Even in the evenings, it wasn't too cold. Like
No.
maybe the coldest was 28 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh,
But good job, team.
ready to do another one day.
Adventure on purpose. For real.
Yeah, crushing it.
Stay hard.
Stay hard.
Hey everyone, my nope. When it's scripted, it's tough, man. This has been Adventure on Purpose.
What's your purpose? Oh, I like it.
Oh, nice.
What's your adventure?
I like that a lot.
Do that again.
Did you?
You ready?
I'm excited. Do that again.
Say it.
Oh no. What's your purpose?
Do we answer?
No, she's saying it to you.
Yeah.
Like that's
Like, see ya.
See ya.